Oh, hey, what's going on? Wow, I just put myself in the blind spot, didn't I? Well, anyways, I'll just squint the whole time, I guess. But this is a video dedicated to the Insiders Club. Insiders Club, what's up? Thank you very much. I got hundreds of emails in response to the Love is the Answer video, as well as the Epic Nacho Cheese. And I was writing everyone back, of course, very, very brief. A couple people I went a little more extensive where they were asking for help. But Sophia's on her way home, and it's almost time for dinner. So I just thought, well, instead of trying to write back, 100, 150 people, I thought I would just make a real quick video and do a mass shout out to everyone on the Insiders Club and say thank you very much for so much love and support. It's really cool, and I am blessed beyond measure. And that being said, at the same time, I have the challenging opportunities arise every single day, and I've been getting more and more aware, self-aware, and of course always recommitting to the divine unconditional love, because of course the understanding grows as you mature and you realize that the answer that you're looking for, the peace that you seek with yourself, is you hear it enough from all the enlightened sages who went through the fire, for lack of a better term, And in our society, we're like, oh, everything is just perfect, and it's all so nice, and everything's airbrushed, and, it's all just a load of hogwash. So we all think, yeah, and we always emphasize, oh, the happiness, the house on the hill, the bank account full of money, the beautiful mate, the fancy car, everything's running smooth, the kids are all going to college, and everything's perfect. Well, that'd be great, but usually what's going on a more realistic level is if you're someone who's really hoping for, what are you hoping for? You're hoping for less conflict within. And recently I've really had an opportunity to see how you think it's the external world, and then you go and you pull the victim card out. Oh, I'm a victim of the externals. But then, upon much reflection, and, like I've always said, bone-crushing honesty, you see that you are the one. You are vibrating it because you're holding it somewhere within you, and you're just vibrating it, and it's just coming right back to you. And so, this video would be basically just for me to share that with you, because I am really enjoying the challenges that are arising in my life, which are very subtle. It's like a lot of awareness coming through the meditation, and a lot of awakening happening at subtle levels, just due to more honesty, of course, continued education, alignment with energy fields like humility, which, is not my forte, but then again, humility, true humility is, hard to come by, We all want to think that our way of seeing it is the right way. True humility is something that I, pray for right now in front of you. I want to be known for my humility. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's funny like that. But that's cool, it doesn't matter. You see what you see, I see what I see, and I'll let that happen. Alignment with humility, alignment with divine love, alignment with service, as opposed to, service with the hopes of some kind of payoff, you know. So like really learning to just give without expecting anything in return, with a faith in knowing that this universe is just and fair. And if you're giving from your heart with a good intention, you can pretty much be assured that this thing is going to help you out. The flow is going to be there and put the wind in your sails, and it's all going to be good. So I'm focusing on that, really trying to learn how to just give without thinking of what's coming back. You know, who knows where I'm at with that right now? It doesn't really matter. What matters is that I'm, you know, contemplating that, allowing that, you know, and aligning myself with that, knowing somewhere in the back of my unconscious that that is the ideal, right? Humility's the ideal. Unconditionally giving is the ideal. We have a lot of ideals, but how many of us live up to them 100% every day, all the time? You know? And if you did, I don't know why you're not hanging out with Jesus and Buddha, you know, right now. Like, see what I'm saying? So we're doing the work. We're getting more sensitive to what's going on inside. And we're just really working on unraveling the knots inside of us that create this unconscious tension. Everybody's trip is different. Some of us were abused, you know, and some of us were just put down, you know, and we were like unconsciously programmed to be so self-critical of ourselves. Some of us are just, you know, dead afraid to make a move. You're afraid to do anything because of a fear of failure, or the fear of being exposed, or having people see your weaknesses, you know. And so we're all working on some kind of excavation, because we know, we do know that we are animated by divine light, you know. And inside of us, outside of us, and we are that divine light, you know. We are the divine light. And then there is the mounds of conditioning, the knots, the attachments, the cherished opinions, the belief systems, the anxieties, the tensions, the unresolved and unreleased unconscious desire to be right, or to be better, or to prove something. And the list just goes on and on and on and on and on. And, you know. So that's pretty much, I like to share, I like to sort of educate, if I can say that. But really what I do is just, I like to just share. Like, as deeply and as honestly as I can. You know, and that's just that. And so that's what I'm going through right now, is like, I'll be laying there in bed, or meditating, or just going through my day. And as this awareness is growing, due to alignment with, you know, self-honesty and a desire for humility as much as possible, and to be the divine love, you know, then I see, you know, wow, man, there's a lot inside of you, you know. And I'm always working on just, you know, loving everyone. And it's getting a lot easier. As I can see if I look long enough and deep enough at any circumstances or any situation, I can see the other person's pain. I'm not really a super master at that, because the ego jumps and it defends, it puts up a wall. Oh yeah, I'm okay, I didn't do it, I'm trying to do my best, you SOB, you know. Instead of just really being able to look with the eyes of compassion, you know. That's what I hope for myself, is to just be instantaneous compassion. To look at other people that don't understand me, that don't like me, that want to crucify me, judge me, criticize me, and just look at them with the eyes of compassion. And have it instantaneously. Now, is that ever going to happen? I don't know, but you can be rest assured, your little booty behind, that I am, you know, relentless in my inner work, weeding the inner garden, you know, and releasing those obstructions, creating shadow on my desire to shine. Because I want to honor the Creator that way. So I'm going to do the courage and do whatever I have to eradicate the vices, the attachments, the aversions. Oh man, it's like what I've been realizing lately, and it's crazy, and I bet you a lot of people are like this and they might not even know it. In fact, I bet that the whole world is like this, in that our whole lives are structured around avoiding ourselves. And so the next phase of this game for me, as I slowly but surely, and I mean at a snail's pace, try to sit with myself and not eat. You know, I did a juice fast for 8 days, you know, and that was cool, so that helped me with that. Not eat, not need to be entertained, not need to be right, not need to prove anything, not need approval. You know, I use exercise too to avoid my feelings, okay? So there's a lot about that. Now, I knew that back in my bodybuilding days, so I've been looking at that one for years, and I'm still doing it. But it's okay. But what I'm trying to do is learn how to sit with myself. And what I've realized is that as I do that and I sit, like, it's one thing to sit for an hour in meditation. It's another thing to meditate 24/7, 365, and be totally aware of what's going on inside of you. Anyways, that's my next inner project. I wanted to share that with you. And I wanted to encourage everyone, you know, to keep on doing the work. And when you are aligned with something better, whether it's your diet, whether it's your religious beliefs, or whether it's your relationships, if you're wanting to have more space and improve the quality of any area of your life, you're going to come up against your demons. And in the public eye, or at work, or in your family life, I mean, people are going to see. They've seen you in your nakedness. They've changed your crappy diapers, you know? So a lot of you see, oh, Dan, he's such a great guy, but you don't see all the mistakes I've made, and the anger that I've gotten, the frustration and the sadness, so much. You do see a lot more of me than you probably see of any other professional educator in the world, because a lot of people, they just don't hide that. They share their master skill and they hide everything else. My master skill is both basically being vulnerable and being persistent to the point of, persistent to the point of like neurosis. But that's all that I've got, is just keep coming back. And keep on looking and falling down and getting scraped and getting back up and plugging ahead. And keep with my intention, which is to be aligned with divine love. And then whatever that divine love that's inside this Dan needs to do to purify the Dan, is I'm going to go along with it, and I'm going to, try to pretty much make videos when I'm in a good mood. I'm probably not going to get up here when I'm falling apart. And I've gotten stronger and stronger, so it's not like I'm having like breakdowns, but there's things in yourself and you're like, man, dude, you really need to learn to love that person. You really need to learn how to love yourself. Accept yourself. Accept these vicissitudes. And then I'm gonna say one last thing, and I'm gonna let you go, because I really enjoy this time though. But that is that, I have seen in myself this subtle tension. And so as I'm learning to relax and let go, I'm seeing it more and more. It's funny like that. The more you intend to create its opposite, like the more you align yourself with peace is my goal, well then you begin to see everything in you that is non-peace. when you align with unconditional love. And I've been going through this for years. When I first started with the unconditional love, man, the first couple of years were brutal. I was like, oh my God, dude, you are a Neanderthal, you know? And of course, it's gotten better and better, and I've gotten more and more sophisticated and much more, you know, conducive and cooperative and forgiving and letting go and spacious, you know. But at first, when I said, you know, unconditional love, I saw a lot of crap in the D-Dog, and now it's just getting more and more subtle. So those periods of meditation in the morning when I do this thing where I see the tension, you know, and I have to consciously release it. So I see the shoulders kind of get tight like that, and then I got to consciously release, let go. I mean, in the meditation, I'd say, let go, relax, let go, let go, just till I'm just a blob of relaxation. It can take a good hour to get there. Sometimes it's quicker than others. It depends on what's going on, but there's this subtle tension, and I know that through the process of, see, detoxification isn't just your kidneys. That's level one. In your liver, because it all gets stored there too, in your brain and your heart. Your body needs to be detoxed, but so does your spirit need to be detoxed. And your body is the manifestation of your spirit. I have a good spirit, but once you get started down the road of spiritual evolution, you don't just stop. It's not, you don't, I mean, I think I'm in it for the long haul. I don't think I'm going to be able to forget all the things I've learned and all the intentions that I've been created. And then there's some type of, you know, karma coming through from, you know, you know, basically my destiny is like pulling it, it's pulling me into it. And I'm just like going, okay. And it's like hammering away at me. Remember, it takes 10,000 pounds of pressure to turn a lump of coal into a diamond. So anybody out there, and there's quite a few people who are trudging through the muck and the mire, keep going. And just remember to recommit to your principle. I don't know what you're working on. You might be working on weight loss. So you're going to be releasing stuff in that way. You might be working on your relationship. You need to let go, be more humble, be more spacious, be more... I'm learning how to listen. I'm a guy, I don't know how the rest of you guys are, but dude, I'm like the worst listener. Sophia will be telling me her stuff, and I'll just be like thinking of all this weird stuff, and I got to bring it back. So, learning how to listen, truly listen. That's my next, one of the things I'm working on right now, you know, really stopping my brain and actually making someone else's feelings and thoughts more important than my own motor brain. Forgiving myself along the whole way. So if you're running through the muck right now of your own BS, I want to just say this in closing, that I believe that all the work that you do right now to invest in yourself and a better life for yourself in this moment, you're investing this moment in creating a better life in this moment by choosing the higher over the lower in this moment. See? It's instant, instant, instant. Keep choosing the higher. Whatever that is to you. Choose the higher food. Choose the higher thought. Choose the higher. Are you going to go victim on us, or are you going to go victor? Are you going to just say, look, I might be having a hard time right now, but I'm not going to pull the victim card. I'm going to be responsible for my own feelings, because you're the only one that can do anything about it, you know? So keep on, keeping on. That's a slogan we've got around here, Life Regenerator. So let's keep on keeping on. We never give up. And every ounce of effort that you put into it, your spiritual path, no matter where you're at, it is worth it. You're worth it. That's the only thing that's fulfilling, is to release the illusion to make more room for the truth. I hope that you glean some beauty inspiration, incentive. I hope that you can feel the love that I have for this knowledge, if we could call it that, but just wanting to do my best to learn how to serve you without, you know, too much thought put on the recompense, you know. And I could be lifetimes away from that because, you know, we do love to receive as well, but nothing like giving. Your gift, and then you're full. I forgot about all my problems for the duration of the time that we spent together on this video, while I intended to just possibly be of service to you. So, bless you, peace be with you. You know, look for places where you can choose the higher road, and do it for the reason that the eternal law cannot be broken. The eternal law connects us all. And what you do to your brother, you do to yourself. So do to your brother, and do to yourself, and do to yourself, and do to your brother or sister, for political correctness. So, whatever acceptance you give yourself, you give to your brother. And whatever acceptance you give to your brother, you give to yourself. The divine and holy law cannot be broken. The laws of nature cannot be broken without having to pay the debt. So, the real goal of the Life Regenerator, Dan McDonald, Dan the man, whatever you want to call the personal person, is to be debt-free and to be free. To be free. Real freedom. And the tools for real freedom are many. And when we align ourselves and set the goal of the real ultimate freedom, the universe will give our personal person exactly what we need. When we say, I'm shooting for freedom, hey, don't be in a hurry, because for most of us, I guarantee it, it ain't going to even happen in this lifetime. But that doesn't matter. The journey is the destination. As long as you're on the path and choosing the higher over the lower, you're already there, you see? And one day, the great and glorious day, the 3D kaleidoscope of the truth of the present moment, when all of the illusion is washed away from our heart, and all the cobwebs of illusion are relinquished due to the fact and the awareness that they are not useful. That glorious day will come, and we will finally see the truth. And I just say this stuff, I don't even know where it comes from. Well, actually I do, but I always say that because it's coming through me. And I'm no special. I am not special. I don't want to pretend like I'm some kind of anything. I'm just a dude here who's gotten into this position, and I'm super stoked to see hundreds of emails from awesome people that might benefit from this. And then I say, keep on kicking some serious righteous booty. Power. Get the power with the raw living foods. Get the power with the alignment of the divine love, and then whatever you got to go through, hell or high water, keep going. The divine wisdom, allow yourself to speak to yourself, listen to yourself, be guided by the still voice, be guided and listen for what you need. You. Not the other dude. Not this dude. Not your mom. Not the person that wants to tell you this is what you need to do for your next step on the spiritual path. But you have the answer, and it will come to you, and you will lay another brick, a golden brick, so that you can take another step on the divine path that leads to the ultimate freedom. The peace that passes understanding, the kingdom of heaven within you, nirvana, enlightenment, Satchidananda, bliss, divine, forevermore, true freedom. The truest freedom that can never, ever be taken away. Thank you, Insiders Club, for inspiring me.